welcome to this week's Pick a Card reading, your Neptune Moon reading. Today we journey into the profound energies of the Neptune Moon Oracle, your cosmic compass for spiritual awakening, deep transformation, and unveiling truths long hidden beneath the surface of your life's path. Each card in this reading is a sacred key connecting to your physical, emotional, and mental, as well as your spiritual dimensions. Within each message lies the potential to expand your awareness, unlock insights, and awaken the divine truth waiting patiently within. So take a moment, center your breath, ground your energy, and feel into the card that calls your spirit today. Group 1, Group 2, and Group 3. There will be a bonus reading at the end, in case you need a little more. I'll be back with your reading. Welcome back, Group 1. On the physical, we have the false throne. This is dominance pursued. Now, on the physical level, we could be talking about, for some of you, a sense that you're questioning what your purpose is or what your path is. Do you feel like you're on the wrong path? The false path? Do you feel like things aren't working the way you expected them to and you're struggling a little? So the false throne card signals the arena where power is sought not to serve, but to dominate. Are you trying hard to dominate your path and instead of going with the flow? This can reflect a person, system, or internal archetype that craves contact, recognition, or superiority within the wisdom or integrity to lead. This may show up as false mentors, toxic hierarchies, or self-inflation masked as strength. You're being asked to discern, is the throne that you're pushing or pursuing built on truth, or is it built on ego? This is a discernment card. It's questioning. It's questioning what the motives are behind your current situation on your physical level. So your physical level ties up with all of your realms. And if there's an imbalance happening on your physical level, it's going to affect each of the other realms. So for your practical reading on the physical, this card may point to dynamics where influence is used manipulatively. Authority may be unearned, or approval is obsessively sought. It invites you to examine your relationship to power. Are you giving your power away? Are you chasing power? Whether this could be in your workplace, relationships, or the current situations around you on a physical level. True leadership serves, it doesn't seduce. Your affirmation today is, I choose power aligned with truth. I release all need to dominate and lead from soul integrity. On the emotional level, we have Eye of Revelation. This is where the reality facade collapses. Here we could be addressing why certain emotions are surfacing for you at this time. What is the real reason that they're occurring? That you feel drawn emotionally to certain things, or certain things make you feel where you need to trust what you're feeling. This is because it says the reality facade collapses, and this is collapsing when you tap in on an emotional level. Learn to read your emotions and trust your empathic abilities. Your revelation occurs, Group 1, when you tune in to your emotions. You can see the reality of what the situation is if you just trust what you're getting on the empathic level. The Eye of Revelation is not gentle, but it is sacred. It bursts through stagnant energy and exposes what's been hidden. Whether lies you've believed, roles you've played, or dynamics you've tolerated. It's the card of uncomfortable clarity, when everything falls apart, not to punish you, but to reveal what is real. Think about the tower moments. The moments where you can't unsee. The moments where Spirit steps in to help you see through the facade and feel what is the truth. Your affirmation here is I welcome truth, even when it shakes me. What collapses now clears the path for what is real. So here we have the pillar of support sitting in your mental realm. It's about seeking assistance through understanding, through knowledge, through information. This is about delving deeper to get a little more understanding. Educate yourself on certain topics. Here the support comes when you have an understanding. It also comes when you have knowledge. Knowledge is your power here on the mental realm. The assistance comes when you realize that when you combine your empathic, emotional senses with your deeper knowledge or understanding, you find balance and harmony and truth. This card appears when you're being supported. It could be subtly, or it could be profoundly. Pillars of support acknowledges the helpers, allies, and stabilizers in your life, whether embodied through people, spirit guides, or inner resilience. It affirms that you're not alone, and that leaning isn't weakness, it's wisdom. The card reminds you to identify your pillars, nourish them, and let yourself be supported. This card is about seeking support when you need it. Seeking out new information if you don't feel like you understand. On the spiritual level, we have winds of change. This is about spiritually being guided to go with the flow. It's about this is transition and movement and surrendering to the flow. This is occurring on a spiritual level. Once you bring into harmony all of the other realms. So the winds of change arrives when life is shifting. Sometimes it's gentle. Other times it's dramatic. But it always has a purpose. You may not have scripted this next chapter, but it's unfolding anyway. This card doesn't force control, it invites release. You're being guided to loosen the grip and trust the breeze that's carrying you forward. Resistance creates turbulence, but flow creates freedom. So your spiritual meaning. This card signals that divine timing is in motion. The path that you're walking, it may twist. It may change. It may divert, but it's aligned. You may be experiencing tower moments, gentle nudges, or intuitive hunches. The winds are carrying the seeds of destiny and reminders that you were born to adapt, evolve, and rise. Let the flow reveal rather than force your next step. Bringing everything into harmony and balance. We have a sense on the physical level of being able to see, know, or understand. What is truth? What feels like your real path? We have on the physical a sense of needing to dominate or structure or control your direction. But on the spiritual, the universe has a different plan for you. It says trust. Trust that I have your best intentions. And let me guide you to the path that's going to bring you the most fulfillment. Let go of the reins here so the universe can help you flow. On the emotional, it's about tapping in to how you feel about situations. Use your heart as a compass. Your heart will always guide you to the path that's going to help you the most. How do you feel when you think about two situations or two paths? Which one feels the easiest or feels like the most sense of fulfillment? The universe is asking you to flow here. There's no fight. It's not about choosing the path of struggle. This is a path of least resistance. It's about using your heart to guide you to what feels like it's going to bring you fulfillment, and let the universe flow. On the mental, the pillar of support asks you to get a better understanding of your situation and have more knowledge about your paths or your options. This will help ease your mind if you're feeling like you understand the situation a little better. But ultimately, it's asking you to let go of some of the control and trust the plan the universe has for you. Group 1, I hope that this resonates with you. Don't forget there's a bonus reading, and I will see you again next week for your Neptune Moon reading. Welcome back, Group 2, to your Neptune Moon reading. On the physical level, we have freedom's embrace, releasing from your soul script. Group 2, you're bringing in energy of the rebellions, the freedom fighters, the ones who want to do what they know is right for them, to break programming, to step into your own true light. This card is a revolutionary nod from Spirit. Freedom's embrace appears when you're ready to unhook from outdated soul roles, ancestral duties, past programming, or karmic scripts written before this incarnation. You've fulfilled what you needed. Now your essence is ready to soar, unscripted. This isn't rebellion for its own sake, it's liberation, born of completion. You're no longer obligated, you are inspired. On a physical level, you feel a release coming, a release from what holds you down, what holds you back, or the ties that bind you. This is about a liberation and a freeing of yourself on the physical level. Letting go of those things that no longer work for you, and knowing that your soul is guided through the path of release and liberation. On the physical, we need to look at parts of your identity that feel rehearsed. This could be obligations, family dynamics, belief systems, even roles you've played spiritually or professionally. This card asks, who would you be without that story? It invites a fresh soul chapter. Freedom to define, to rewrite, or to simply be without definition. Even releasing needs to be healed, or awakened can be part of your liberation. On the emotional, we have the moon. The moon represents emotions. So this could be bringing in a heightened sense of emotions for you. You could be guided by the moon's path, which could be really stepping up your emotional level this week. But the lunar illumination is here to help you reveal what is unclear, what is hidden, through your sense of emotions. This card brings light on a darkened path. It's the little bit of clarity, perhaps in confusing situation or emotional depths. It is soft, yet piercing, gentle, yet profound. It marks a time when secrets stir and intuition sharpens, like moonlight exposing what hides in the shadows. This card reveals hidden aspects of the self, of others, or certain situations around you. It speaks to deep inner knowing and emotional tides that guide you to long-buried truths. So you need here to trust your emotions. That is what's going to guide you towards truth, towards light. On the mental, we have another soul script card. It seems you're working a little bit through your karmic blueprint. Perhaps you've achieved and you're being asked to help guide what is next. This is your pre-written blueprint, your soul script, but this is understanding it on the mental. Looking into it and understanding, researching, knowing what a soul script is. Perhaps even looking into astrology to see what your unique soul script is. It's about understanding it, working through it, but also liberating yourself from it. The soul script reveals that your life is not random. It's a mosaic of soul-level intentions. Before birth, your spirit or your essence chose themes, challenges, gifts, and roles that would shape this incarnation for you. You're living a story that you once chose to tell. So this card is asking you to notice reoccurring patterns in your life. Relationships, challenges, passions, they are all clues to your pre-written blueprint. Maybe you need to journal on this question. Maybe you need to tap into your intuition. The image here shows a journaling, an understanding, a writing, reading, or researching. So here it's about either taking time to journal, download, and write down your answers. You could be writing a book or a novel, or you could be researching and reading other books on this topic about reincarnation, about soul scripts, the Akashic records. Your soul script is most active when your energy flows naturally and effortlessly, when you tune into that emotional, heart-guided energy, your intuition. So maybe you could write a one-word sentence, your mission statement. Feel into what this would be. Your affirmation here is, I walk the story my soul chose, and I honor my sacred design. But I also release the binds or the ties that once held me down or held me back, the karmic patterns. I release all attachments to things that have happened to me in the past. They illuminate on the emotional level, so I can acknowledge them on the physical and release them. Spiritual level, you have eagle vision, under a watchful eye, under the guidance of your spirit team or your higher self or source. This card signifies the moment when you zoom out and witness your life from a vast vantage point. Eagle vision invites you to step into clarity. See the terrain ahead and become aware of what's influencing your path, both seen and unseen. Whether you're the watcher or being watched, this card speaks of truth revealed through perception, strategy, and sacred observation. This represents activation of the third eye and alignment with guardian frequencies. It may imply psychic observation, ancestral oversight, or guidance from being tasked with protecting and witnessing your journey. There is profound power in being seen by spirit, by lineage, or by a cosmic intelligence attuned to your truth. Trust what is being revealed to you. Thank you for joining me, Group 2. I hope that this resonates with you on a very deep level. About Group 3 to your Neptune Moon reading. Now, on the physical level, we have good intentions. No harm intended. This is about holding a beautiful, pure, high vibration or positive outlook. This is on the physical level. It will also affect the frequencies that you carry on an emotional level. So this card speaks of emotional transparency, sacred honesty, heart-led action. Good intention shows up when the energy behind your words, actions, or choices matter more than how they're received. It reflects the spiritual weight of integrity, a reminder that you can hold strong opinions, set boundaries, or make mistakes. So long as your intention is rooted in care. The card doesn't promise perfect outcomes. It honors heartfelt efforts that aim to uplift and never diminish. On the physical, you may find yourself navigating sensitive conversations, misunderstood motives, or judgment from others. This card invites you to stand clear in your vibration. When you're guided by kindness and know that your intentions come from purity, then you can stand in integrity. You need to let go of any guilt or defensiveness. Revisit your action only if harm was caused. Then repair with love and clarity. Otherwise, rest in knowing your heart was steady and your intentions were pure. These two cards together indicate that the energy you hold on the physical plane, as well as tapping into your emotional body, that feeling of bliss, love, and joy, it raises your vibrational alignment, raises the frequency, and helps you to attract positivity into your life. So with the emotional level, you have this vibrational alignment. It shows up when your soul wants to retune. Perhaps you're sensing an energetic mismatch, feeling off around certain people, places, or habits. This card encourages you to check what you're vibrating and what you're attracting. Energy does not lie. It simply aligns. Shift the tune, and your reality will shift as well. On the physical, practice no harm intended and good intentions. On the emotional, practice sitting in feelings of love, bliss, and joy. This is going to help you with the transformations coming your way. Fearlessly Pluto sits in your mental realm, asking you to get serious about understanding, knowledge, information, and mental acuity. Tap into the resources that you have in your hands, the resources that are being presented to you now. Be fearless, be brave, step up and face your fears. The Tower moment only comes to help you build stronger foundations. If you are holding a positive vibration physically and mentally, this will help you attract a more positive path. And perhaps Pluto needs to come in and help you be brave to choose the right path, to choose a path that is more aligned to your soul mission. Fearlessly Pluto invites you to step into transformation, where shadows become teachers and fears dissolve into fuel for evolution. Pluto's energy is intense. It is raw and unapologetic, but it is purifying, and it does have the best intentions for your purpose. This card emerges when your soul is ready to confront deep emotional truths, release patterns that no longer serve you, and awaken your inner power through surrender and rebirth. Pluto represents your personal power, embracing your path, being fearless to step into the changes and transformations, to shine, to not be afraid of the path that you're thinking about. Know that it's guided by good intentions and high frequencies. It's a path of pure intentions. It's a path of positive energy. But it requires you to be brave to make the necessary changes. Pluto represents change and transformation. Now this is on the mental realm, so it's indicating that you're needing to think about your situation very carefully. Think about all of the paths that are on offer for you now. This card wants you to lean into what scares you, not recklessly, but being brave with curiosity. Whether it's having that hard conversation, making a long overdue change, or letting go of outdated beliefs. Pluto guides you to the edge of your comfort zone and gives you the courage to step beyond. Transformation begins the moment you choose truth over avoidance. On the spiritual path, you have the scribe, Thoth. This is a very high and powerful guide. Pluto represents stepping into your true power. And your guide is here to assist you and help you with that. The vibration is very high. Your spirit team or your high guide comes in with a very high energy and good intentions. So he's revered as an Atlantean scribe, Egyptian god of wisdom, the keeper of language, magic, and memory. He encoded cosmic truths into form, words, symbols, and geometry, so they could evolve across timelines. When this card appears for you, it's your cue to record your revelations, whether insights, visions, poems, or plans. It's a stirring within your soul. It's sacred enough to write down, to record, to journal. This energy is alchemical. It assists with the change. On the spiritual, you need to connect in with perhaps macabre, geometry, Akashic intelligence, or the element of air. This card symbols transition. You may channel ancient knowledge, draft blueprints, or pen words that carry coded resonance. Signs could include flashes of symbols, spontaneous clarity, or the feeling that this ideal time isn't mine, it's remembered. Thoth delivers wisdom with order. He builds reality from insight. Your affirmation here is, I write wisdom and power. My words carry light encoded through time. I hope that this resonates with you on a very deep and profound level, Group 1. You have some beautiful, powerful energy coming your way. Welcome to the bonus reading. On the physical, you have a moment of silence to allow the truth to unfold. A time of going within and quietening on the physical to allow the answers to reveal themselves, to be whispered through the emotional body. You will not hear your message if you are too busy on the physical. Quieten your energy, your rush, the static, to allow for the emotional energy to be heard. On the mental, you need to learn to ground and protect. Come out of that headspace energy and ground into nature. So on the physical level, the quiet pause, it arrives not as a void but as an invitation. This is a space where your soul whispers, your intuition surfaces, and your heart gets a chance to be heard without interference. When life speeds up, this card slows you down. Not to derail your journey, but to offer you clarity before your next step. It's not procrastination, it's sacred incubation. On the physical, you may be feeling mentally overwhelmed, physically overwhelmed, or emotionally stirred. This card suggests intentional silence, tech-free time, solo walks, meditation, journeying, or simply sitting in nature. It's not about solving anything. It's about letting insight flow where there was once noise. The truth wants to land. You must make space for it. Emotional level, we have whispered realms, a subtle transmission coming in through your energetic or emotional body. It's about quietening to listen to what your emotions are telling you at this time. Once again, it's another quiet card. A moment to quieten the static of the world around you, to tap in to the answers that are on your current timeline. Whispered Realms appears when the quiet guidance is drifting through your energy field. It's not always audible or visible. It may come as a flicker of knowing, a dream, or a sudden phrase that sticks with you, or an emotional feeling that you can't seem to let go of. This card reveals that higher wisdom is reaching you via transmissions. This could be coming from guides. It could be coming from your own soul's expanded awareness. It could be coming from your child self. Healing emotionally the child within you. Time, you are receiving subtle clues. So you need to quiet the static so you can receive them. Your affirmation here is, I open to subtle language of light. I receive wisdom whispered through time, energy, and love. Of Earth, it sits on your mental realm. This is about understanding the difference between what goes on in your head and what goes on in grounded reality. It's about grounding and protecting. For some of you, it could be protecting yourself from what goes on in your head. feelings or mental activity that serves only to distract you from your path. That negative self-talk or self-doubt. So here you need to ground yourself. Let go of some of that mental activity in your mind. Your reading is all about silencing, quietening, releasing and grounding some of that mental activity. The Earth Guardian card anchors you into the nurturing power of Gaia. This is a card it is rooted in strength, presence, and embodied awareness. When it appears, you are being invited to slow down, reconnect with nature, and fortify your energetic boundaries. The Guardian stands as a protector of the physical realm, but also of your mental realm, reminding you to honor your vessel and the sacred ground that you walk upon. Your affirmation here is, I am deeply rooted, fully present, and divinely protected. My connection to Earth empowers and heals me. This card is about going into nature, going for walks. It's about being able to sift through the clutter in your mind. Once you get into nature or go for quiet walks, it allows that clutter or that busyness or that noise in your mind to be released, to be sorted, to not feel so overwhelming. Spiritual, you have the temporal nexus. It's about what's going on for you in the present moment, being present, not thinking about the future. It's about really grounding yourself into your current timeline, your present moment. This card is a reminder that everything, healing, manifesting, releasing, deciding, it all takes root in the present moment, right now. It's not just neutral, it's alive, and the card asks, are you fully present? Or are you just visiting your now while you're waiting for the next? You need to really make sure that you're rooted in the present moment, being open to the subtle energies that are whispered in quiet moments of being grounded. On the spiritual, this card is entwined with multidimensional consciousness, sacred activation, and the internal element of light. You might be clearing or crystallizing soul patterns right now. What you do here ripples across your whole field. This is the nexus. It is not frozen, it is fluid. It is a gateway for real-time soul weaving and asking you to be present and grounded in the present moment to hear the subtle messages that are coming through. Thank you for joining me for these Neptune Moon readings, and I hope that they all resonate with you on a very deep and profound level.